Hello, welcome to the YouTube channel. I'm Sahi, also known as SAHEBEATS, and today we're going to be going through my brand new home studio setup. Always had home studio setups over the past 15 years wherever I've been living, whether it's at my parents' house in the basement, my college dorm bedrooms, my first apartment, my previous house, and my current setup right now. So over the past couple of weeks, I've been doing a home project just to improve my studio to hopefully make my creative process a little better. And today I'm going to be going over that with you. But first, let's take a look at where it all started. This was my old setup, functional, but definitely not ideal. It served its purpose for many years, so I was able to make a bunch of great music wherever I was. But now I'm just looking forward to elevating my process even more, making it more efficient, and having more fun with making music. Let's start with the first piece of gear on my desk, the MPC 1000. I picked it up on eBay about a year ago. I've always been drawn to the nostalgia of the MPC from watching old YouTube videos of all the greats making beats, from Kanye West, Jay Dilla, to Ninth Wonder, so on and so forth. Endless videos of people using MPCs. And over the years, I knew that one day I'll be able to get one. And over the past year, I finally went ahead and made that purchase. Honestly, I have not used the MPC as much as I had planned on using it. It's way easier to do everything I would want to do on there in Ableton itself. So I've just been doing that for the most part. I have messed around with it, made a couple beats here and there with it, but I'm definitely looking forward to incorporate that a whole lot more into my workflow this year, as it's on my desk, stays plugged in, can always just sample stuff directly into it and have the audio going into Ableton. So hopefully we'll be able to utilize that a whole lot more this year. Next up is my Native Instruments A61 MIDI controller. This is my go-to for playing the keys or any virtual instruments. It's super sleek, clean, easy, and gets the job done. So definitely happy with that. And I'd recommend, if you're looking for a nice and easy MIDI keyboard to use, the Native Instruments is a good way to go. Next, we have the glorious Sound Desk Pro. So I've been looking for an alternative to the Output platform desk. I think Output sold their furniture making part of their business to another company. So if you look it up now, it's called DeFi, but for years it was the Output platform desk. And I saw this glorious Sound Desk Pro alternative online, did some research, saw some mixed reviews, so definitely was a little bit of a risk going to get this, but after it's been delivered and I put it together, I'm definitely happy with this purchase. Took me about 2 hours or so to put the desk together, did it all by myself. If you have an extra hand or so, might take a little less than 2 hours, so not too difficult. The instructions are pretty clear, so if you're able to follow those, you should be able to put it together pretty easily. Quality is good, nice and sturdy desk. The desk also does have a 6U rack mount space. It's 3 on the left side and 3 on the right. The middle does not have any rack ears connected to it, but you probably could add some additional rack mount space there. So if you wanted to add additional units, that would be a potential option. But I am looking forward to filling that with more rack mount gear coming very soon. Currently, I just have a power supply connected, but we'll be looking into adding some additional MIDI synths. My audio interface, I've been using the Behringer UMC 202 HD interface. Pretty simple interface, but it gets the job done. It has 2 inputs and I believe 2 or 4 outputs to speakers. It has phantom power, line level switch. I am looking to upgrade my interface this year. Been looking at the SSL 12. If you have any recommendations or any thoughts on the SSL 12, please leave a comment below and let me know how you like it. All right, now let's talk guitars. I have 2 guitars. I have a bass guitar and an electric guitar. My bass guitar is an Austin bass guitar. It does have a little sentimental value. It's my dad's guitar. He used to play in a band back in the day. After a while, he stopped playing his bass, so I just ended up taking it. I've been able to mess around with it a little bit, play a little riff, lay down a bass line over a beat. Nothing too crazy, mostly just some quarter note bass lines, but looking forward to getting to play that more and lay it over some tracks. It's definitely been helpful to get that nice live bass sound. So definitely looking forward to learning that a lot more and being able to use that on more tracks in the upcoming year. Then next we have the Schecter Diamond Series electric guitar. This was actually given to me as a gift by one of my close friends. Shout out to the boy Josh. I used to play back in middle school, was in a band, played in a talent show here or there, but all my guitar skills have completely gone to the wayside, so don't plan on hearing me play guitar on anything. I think I'll leave that to professionals, but maybe sometime soon I'll pick up the guitar again and learn how to lay something down on the track. But for now, definitely not me. All right, and off to the side of my desk, I have my KRK Rocket 8s. These have been my go-to studio monitors for the past decade. I did have a pair of the Generation 2s, and then those gave out on me about 2 years ago, so I ended up getting a pair of the Generation 3s. Definitely look at Guitar Center used if you're trying to get any music gear, whether it be studio monitors, MIDI keyboards, interfaces. I'm a big fan of used gear. It's never failed me. Just do your research. Make sure you're getting good quality, good condition stuff. You could look at Guitar Center, Sam Ash, eBay, anywhere online. Just make sure you have a reputable seller and definitely look into the used gear because that will save you a bunch of money. Over here's my record collection and turntable. I love just picking up new vinyl records. Whenever I travel somewhere, I try to find a close by record store and pick up a few things. Picked up some records in LA, picked up some records in Brazil, Argentina, Montreal, Spain, so on and so forth. Just anywhere that I travel to, I love to just look for a record store and bring some things back home. Vinyl just has such a unique sound, and I love having that as part of my creative process. And when I travel places, I'm able to find things that I probably would have never found or listened to ever before. So definitely recommend if you are traveling, look for a record store. If you're into music, pick up a couple things. It might help just advance your creative process. You can never beat that vinyl sound, so definitely recommend picking up some vinyl. Have about 300 records or so in my collection. Looking forward to expanding that. Probably got about half of it on display in my storage cabinets right behind me. The rest of it I have like in a closet just sitting in some crates, but hopefully we'll get some more cabinets so I could store that out here by my turntable. I have a setup down here in my studio, also in my living room, so I just hang out and listen to throw in a record, relax, have a cup of coffee, have a glass of wine or something, and just vibe out. I've also got my DJ controller. I do the occasional DJ sets or mixing, so it's nice to have that DJ controller just for really switching it up if I don't feel like doing any music production at the moment, or maybe I have a creative block or something. It's nice just to switch it up and do some DJing, listen to some songs that I love to listen to, blend some things in, get to know that music very well, do some transitions, and now with the advancement in Serato and Tractor, you can do vocal isolations, instrumental isolations. It could really open up a whole lot of creative avenues. So I love just having my DJ mixer around as well. This is the seating area. I have a little TV and a couch set up here. It's a nice spot to chill. I could watch tutorials, take a break from creating music for a little bit, maybe throw on a sports game and watch that for a little bit. So nice spot to just hang out. If I have guests over, they can hang out and watch some TV as well. So love having that little area. And here's something new that I've been getting into. I've started up building up a little wine collection here in my basement. I have a few bottles that I store down here, mostly things that I want to save and drink for later. A couple things that I have here are Chateau Lagrange Bordeaux, a Boatman Zinfandel, and a Sawyer Cellars Napa Cabernet, amongst a few others. So if you have any wine recommendations, definitely let me know. I'll share what I'm drinking if you see me having something here on my YouTube channel or stream. Might have a glass of wine around, so cheers. Join me, share wine recommendations. We'll love that. Now let's get into future items that I want to add. I mentioned earlier that I am in the market for a new interface. I'm looking at the SSL 12 just for its expanded inputs. So if you have any other recommendations or have any feedback on the SSL 12, definitely let me know. Couple other things that I've been looking into are rack mount synths. With the Glorious Sound S Pro, I did mention that they have 6U rack space, and I'm looking to add some things onto my desk in those rack mount units. Been looking at the Roland JV1080 or the 2080. Those seem like just some classic synths to have, some great sounds from the 90s. So looking forward to adding something like that to my collection. And then a bunch of Emu rack synths. I've seen the MoFat, the Planet Fat, Proteus, Extreme Lead, things of that nature. So definitely looking to grab a couple of those and add them to my rack mount as well. If you have any other suggestions, happy to know. I've seen obviously the great compressors or preamps, things of that nature. I don't do too much vocal recording, so those things aren't at the peak of my interest. Definitely looking for more sounds that would help my music production. But if you have any recommendations, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. And that's the new setup. I'm really excited about what I've put together here. Definitely looking forward to all the music that I'll be able to make here. Trust me, you'll be hearing a bunch of that in the coming year, whether it's on YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, so on and so forth. Find me there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.